Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready to dive in. Today we're tackling something that's practically unavoidable in the entrepreneur world. Hustle culture.
Yeah, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Everywhere. It's like you're not really in the game unless you're pushing yourself to the absolute limit 24/7. We're talking those motivational quotes telling you to sleep when you're dead and all that.
Right, exactly. Like you got to be on all the time, grinding away nonstop.
Exactly. But we're going to dig into that a bit. This whole idea of hustle culture, this constant grind, is it actually setting anyone up for success? We're looking at this article, Entrepreneurship, Why Hustle Culture is Just Fancy Burnout. And, well, it's a pretty direct title.
It does kind of give it away, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's interesting because these messages, this whole hustle thing, it's meant to be empowering.
Yeah, totally.
But the article kind of flips that on its head, suggesting that this constant hustle could actually be doing more harm than good.
Yeah, it's almost like, trying to run a marathon with no sleep and only coffee. You might get going for a while, but
Yeah. But you're going to crash hard.
hard. And that's what we really want to unpack today. What is the actual impact of this always-on mentality? And for anyone listening who might be feeling that pressure, let's talk about burnout. I'm not just talking about feeling a little tired.
No, absolutely not. We're talking about genuine burnout.
Yeah.
A state of complete emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. That feeling of just being depleted, cynical, even starting to feel ineffective in your work.
And what's interesting about this article, they share this kind of wild anecdote. It's about these entrepreneurs who are actually falling asleep during, get this, important Zoom calls, like with potential investors.
Wow, yeah. If that's not a sign of burnout.
I mean, talk about a red flag.
It really makes you wonder, if they're pushing themselves to that point, are they really in any state to even secure those investments,
Exactly. It completely undermines the whole point.
Right. It makes you question the whole premise of hustle culture. Is it really a path to success or, like the article suggests, is it actually a recipe for disaster?
So if pushing ourselves to the point of exhaustion isn't the answer, then what is? How do we escape that cycle?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
Well, the article suggests a few alternatives. It really emphasizes the importance of shifting our mindset. We have to stop glorifying this grind and start prioritizing things like, maybe work-life balance and self-care.
Radical concepts, I know.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's so true.
It is. One strategy the article specifically mentions is a Pomodoro technique.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It's a time management method that encourages regular breaks. And listen, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. Even short breaks can make a huge difference in your focus and productivity over time.
Makes sense. Sometimes you've got to step back to see the bigger picture, right?
Absolutely. And it's not just about breaks either. It's about setting realistic goals.
Yeah.
I think so often entrepreneurs fall into this trap of feeling like they have to do it all and they have to do it now.
Right, right.
And that kind of pressure cooker environment is just not sustainable.
So it seems like finding your own definition of success is key, especially in a world that constantly glorifies overworking. It's easy to get swept up in that. So, as we wrap up, is there anything else our listeners should be thinking about as they kind of navigate their own entrepreneurial journeys?
Yeah, I think the biggest takeaway here is pretty simple. As you're building your business, don't forget to check in with yourself regularly. Ask yourself, what truly matters to me? What kind of life am I actually trying to build? The answers to those questions, I think those are going to be far more valuable than any motivational quote about the grind.
So true, because at the end of the day, success is going to look different for everyone.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, I think that's a great place to leave it. Thanks so much for diving into this with us. And for everyone listening, really think about what we've talked about. It might just change your definition of success. Until next time.